And then the girl who was like, why do you hate me that bad? It's like, why are these people going completely viral? We're not going viral, but like, why are these people getting platformed for having temper tantrums? And I don't know. It's just, I just think it's
Is
so
that
fucking
wait?
weird. Like,
Can I ask you something though? Is that not what you're having right now?
how am I having a temper tantrum?
Well, I think that it's a little bit un uncouth for you to be talking like this about a specific party that I'm not a part of, mind you,
How am I
and
having
then say that
a
you're
temper
not
tantrum?
having a temper tantrum.
How am I having a temper tantrum?
I would say a temper tantrum is making a bigger deal out of something that is not exactly a big deal.
I don't think it's a.
But
And
it
being
is.
very emotional
How am I
about
making
it.
it a big deal?
Because I don't think that what you're seeing online is an accurate representation of what the general public, regardless of
Okay,
side.
well, I think that if I see someone do something and they're a part of something, I'm not gonna want to be part of that something. That's all.
Well, I mean, KKK has endorsed the right. I don't know what.
The KKK was also created by the Democratic Party.
Yes, before the switch, girl. Before the switch of parties. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is how it's misguided, right? Like, we don't really even
But
know
you
the
just sat
history.
here and lied to
Like,
my face saying I was making a very big deal out of it and having a temper tantrum. All because I said I didn't want to support the same party as people who are celebrating.
no, what makes you think that you have the right to tell people that they're having a temper tantrum, but you're not? That's what I'm.
Well,
like,
when I see them literally screaming and crying, and I'm just sitting here saying that that I thought it was ridiculous considering they were grown as fuck.
Well, you didn't say that they were just throwing a temper tantrum because they were screaming and crying. You were saying that they were saying democracy is over.
Well, they, but
she was, yeah, she was crying, and she was saying like, what happened to democracy? Like, it's over. And then people were like, I'm gonna wake up a slave. Like, they just seemed so uneducated. It seemed very.
What are we talking about?
Like, not everyone seemed like they were having a temper tantrum. Not everyone seemed uneducated, but it just felt like, you know, if I see someone having a temper tantrum, if I see another person celebrating, what's it called, the Mexican cartel, shooting on our borders.
I think
and if I see another person crying,
calling them uneducated when you're the one.
I just told you that I don't think they're all uneducated. Or no, I told you that they're not all uneducated and that they're not all having a temper tantrum. I just told you that 30 seconds ago.
But you're making generalizations about people. Which
I'm just saying that all these people are acting out and seeing immature to me, and I don't want to be in the same party as them if that's how they're acting. That's all. Because I don't want people to think.
You don't think that people on the right are immature or have acted in that type of way? I mean,
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
Like the January 6th insurrection.
No, Randy, let me help my issue. I just think
they don't want trans people in bathrooms.
I think a temper tantrum is screaming and crying when something doesn't go your way. I think that's what a temper tantrum is.
Staging an insurrection on the Capitol.
And that's what I've seen online.
And celebrating it, first of all.
Let me talk. So I think a temper tantrum
You're doing a lot of talking, girl.
is scream. Okay, and you've been doing a lot of interrupting. I think a temper tantrum is something when someone. Oh, fuck! I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry. When someone is screaming and crying because they didn't get their way, because what they want they didn't get. Okay. I also think it's uneducated. I also think it's uneducated to say you're gonna wake up a slave when you know, they announced that like Trump was going to be the president or whatever when Trump won the poll, right? Yeah, that's what it's called, the
election.
Election. Thank you. Sorry. What's it called? And I also thought it was disrespectful to say, you know, and not all Democrats were, you know, having temper tantrums. Not all of them were celebrating the Mexican cartel, and not all of them seemed uneducated. But I'm just saying, most of what I've seen online, what Democrats are doing is, you know, doing those things. But to say like, yay, like wow, they shot at the border, that's keeping me protected. Wow, it's like, really? Like, and even if they weren't doing that, it's like you would celebrate that. Like, that's weird. It didn't even seem that. It seemed a little satire, but I just think like, you know, why the fuck would you celebrate that and make it seem like glorify it? It's just wrong to me, and I don't want to be, you know, part of a party that, you know, would do that. And if I see people doing these kinds of things, like, I don't want to be in their party, you know? But that's not like just the main reason I don't want to be in the party. Like, I have my own reasons.
But it's like a big reason though, right? Like it's a pretty
I'd
significant
say,
one.
I mean,
Well, it seems
I'd
like
say it is a,
right?
I don't know. I feel like, yes, it does
It's
play a
okay,
bit
you
of a
can
big
agree with
role,
me.
and I don't want to, no, it's okay, I can have my own opinion.